From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Tuesday morning. We have a new fire to talk about this morning. In addition to the two that we talked about yesterday morning, now we have the Squaw Creek fire that is burning in Kittitas County. Go ahead and take a closer look at that one. It's burning 2 miles to the north of Lauderdale Junction off of US 97. It's 100 acres big so far. We don't really have any word on containment, but we do know that there are level 2 BSET evacuations in place for the Deer Gulch, or for Deer Gulch in the Liberty area. And so that's where you have to be packed and you have to be ready to leave at a moment's notice. And then we have a level 1 evacuation, a get ready evacuation in place for the Liberty area and for Harkness Road. So in those areas, take heed of that advice. Now on to the fire burning in southwestern Yakima County, the Williams Mine fire. This one's over 13,000 acres. Still seeing some active hotspots on the northern and eastern flank of this fire. Containment holding steady at 31%. And then we have this Canyon fire. Still not much information on this one. We know it's 190 acres. We know that it's burning in southern Morrow County, but still not much word on containment with this one. Now let's pivot to temperatures. Temperatures this morning in the 50s and 60s, 58 for the Tri-Cities, 66 for Hermiston, 60 for Pendleton. I think most of us probably need a light jacket for this morning. A little bit later today, it will be a cooler day. Air quality is looking a lot better, and that's really going to tee up these shower chances that we'll have from late tonight through Thursday. I'll time those out, and I'll show you some pretty fall-like temperatures by the time we get to Wednesday. All that's going to be coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, new information on the murder of a woman in Wapato. An autopsy was performed yesterday and she has been identified. Who she is, just ahead.
Also, a decision has been made on whether the trial of Brian Kohberger will be moved out of the county the murders happened in. We have what the judge decided.
And the first presidential debate between Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump is just hours away. Plus, Apple Valley News Now will have a special election show after the debate. We have the details. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica DeLal.
And I'm Jill Sperling. Happy Tuesday, Jessica.
Happy Tuesday. I was trying to remember what the day is because sometimes during the week, sometimes it's easy to forget when you're so busy, you know, but it's a Tuesday, so happy Tuesday to everybody. We're going to start your morning news off in a crime alert. Police have arrested a Kennewick man following his concerning posts to social media.
Logan Kenmore was arrested for felony harassment and threats to kill just before 2 p.m. yesterday. The Richland Police Department say Kenmore shared 2 images of firearms and expressed his frustration with RPD, the Richland School District, and several family members.
Police say he showed a desire to personally address perceived offenses. The Richland Police Department says they took these threats seriously. The investigation is ongoing.
An update in the murder trial for the man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students. It will not take place in Latah County.
Judge John Judge granted the defense's request to change the trial location. The defense argued for the case to be moved to Ada County, but court documents granted the request without naming a location.
Brian Kohberger's defense team filed a motion to move the trial out of Latah County due to a possible biased jury. A hearing was held with the defense presenting their arguments on August 29th. Court documents say the court accepted the defense's argument for a reasonable likelihood of presumed prejudice.
The family of one of the University of Idaho murder victims is upset. The man accused of killing their daughter will no longer stand trial in Moscow, but they say the one good thing is they'll no longer have to deal with Judge John Judge.
You know, you got a judge throwing up a white flag and giving up, and, you know, that's the best thing he could have done.
For months, the defense has argued a fair trial for Brian Kohberger could not be held in Latah County. Steve Gonsalves claims it's another tactic in this ongoing trial.
They can spin it all the way they want, but the DNA in Boise, Ada County is the same as DNA in Latah County in Moscow. So have fun with that. Have fun with that, Ann.
He's referring to Kohberger's attorney, Ann Taylor. Judge John Judge also believed the Latah County Courthouse cannot handle a trial of this size. We have new information in the murder of a Wapato woman. In the early morning of September 6th, deputies were called to the 100 block of Mellis Road for a report of physical domestic violence and an incident with gunshots being fired. The girlfriend was shot by her boyfriend and she was killed.
An autopsy was performed yesterday morning and the woman has been identified as 37-year-old Heather Renee England from Yakima. The suspect is 45-year-old Gianni Philip Alamo from Yakima. He is still on the run from law enforcement. The vehicle he was driving was found later in the afternoon on the day of the murder. Crime Stoppers of Yakima is now giving up to $1,000 to anyone who provides the information leading to the suspect's arrest. Well, there's a new way to earn a law degree at Heritage University. This is through a partnership with Seattle University School of Law. Apple Valley News Now's Riley Fitzgerald says this will address the need for legal professionals who understand the climate of Central Washington.
Local students to pursue law degrees without leaving the Yakima Valley. It's been in discussion for around 3 years, but now it's happening. A partnership between Heritage University and Seattle University Law to bring a law program within reach of students in Central Washington.
The intention of Seattle University School of Law is to have a facilitator here, an adjunct or a professor of some sort, a faculty member of some sort, or director that works closely with students on our campus. And then students will have access to study space, access to our library. They'll also have access to some of our resources, like having internet and a space to be able to meet and organize as a cohort.
With the hub at Heritage, students will have a pathway to study law, pass the bar exam, and practice law locally. It's part-time, hybrid online legal education. Provost Melissa Hill explains that some classes can be offered on campus, while some can be accessed via Zoom, and there's also the chance to travel periodically to Seattle to take classes there.
What we're doing that's a little bit unique or different is that we're providing a space for them to be able to stay within their local community. So for all intents and purposes, they'll graduate just like any other graduate of the Seattle University School of Law.
The need for lawyers, attorneys, and criminal justice professionals is huge in Central Washington, specifically those who know the area and ones who understand the needs of the community.
We see a lack of individuals who are bilingual or who lack an understanding of working with Indigenous law, which is very different. And so to have individuals that are trained here from the community that can stay in the community and be mentored and work with other local attorneys here is very important.
According to Hill, there is a cohort of students graduating Saturday from HU's LSAT Plus program who have expressed interest in this. In Toppenish, I'm Riley Fitzgerald with Apple Valley News Now.
This Saturday, Seattle U Law and Heritage University will sign a memorandum of understanding to establish the hybrid hub.
That ceremony is on the 14th at 5 p.m. in the Barnhill Fireside Room at Heritage University.
Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, today is World Suicide Prevention Day. We take a look at some of the stats surrounding suicide.
We also have a look at a local event taking place today that focuses on suicide prevention. Details just ahead, but first, Chief Meteorologist Josh Culberth will have your full weather forecast. We'll be right back.
There was a time when you could get a complete meal for just $5, but you gotta go way back. Well, just a Tuesday. Yes, Tuesdays at A&W, single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. This all-time great deal is available Tuesdays only at A&W.
Goodwill provides opportunities for those that might have barriers to employment.
Those barriers could be disabilities all the way up to recently incarcerated, and our job is to find a way to give these folks the skills to find gainful employment in the community.
We provide such a wide variety of training. Our ECC organizations can get somebody a job.
The relationships that are built through those programs gives these organizations a long-time employee if they so wish.
Goodwill. Donate, shop, impact locally.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0% APR for up to 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com. For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks, making them America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. Introducing the new 2024 Ford F-150 and Ford Super Duty, the 2024 North American Truck of the Year. This is the next generation of built Ford tough. See your Ford dealer today and celebrate leadership with special offers on Ford F-Series.
Prostate cancer is the second leading cause of death for American men. It's most successfully treated when detected early. Get more information at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Prosser Urology Center, the full spectrum of urology care. Now accepting new patients.
KFC's fan favorite country fried steak is just $5.99 every Wednesday. It's a complete meal with your favorite sides. Best of all, it's just $5.99. Country fried steak, $5.99 Wednesdays only at KFC.
It's the most consequential moment of this campaign. Now Kamala Harris, Donald Trump, face to face. The ABC News presidential debate, moderated by David Muir and Lindsay Davis. Tonight, live on ABC and streaming on Hulu and Disney+.
Your voice, your vote. Tonight after the debate on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We are just seeing some very light haze out there for this morning. You probably noticed yesterday it looked much better as opposed to Sunday, and we're going to continue to have some overall pretty good air quality over the next couple of days. We'll go ahead and show that to you with Futurecast. We'll put this into motion, and this is by the time we get to 5 p.m. And now immediately downwind of the Squaw Creek fire, that's where we could see some of the thickest smoke within the region. Also, we could see some light haze up along the foothills of the Blue Mountains, but I think most of us will likely see some skies today without a lot of haze at all. And then into tomorrow in the wake of this cold front that's going to pass. And also keep in mind that we'll have some shower chances into tomorrow as well. That should definitely help out with the smoke situation. You can see, again, overall, looks like most of us probably won't have that much haze or smoke to deal with. Definitely a very good situation we find ourselves in that regard. Okay, here's your CoatCast for today for the Tri-Cities. Light jackets up for this morning, but as you would expect, more t-shirt weather a little bit later in the day. So for today, we'll be about 5 degrees above average for this time of the year, so definitely very warm out there. We'll have temperatures in the mid to upper 80s, but late tonight, that's when we'll see shower chances starting to pop up on the map. That's going to increase into tomorrow, and temperatures are going to decrease in a big way. I'll show you just how fall-like we could feel coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. And your health headlines this morning. Today is World Suicide Prevention Day. The International Association for Suicide Prevention organized this day to promote ways to prevent suicides. So worldwide, 800,000 people die from suicide each year. It's the leading cause of death among 15 to 29-year-olds. According to the IASP, people more vulnerable to suicide have mental health conditions such as anxiety and depression. They often feel like they're trapped and alone with no other options. That's why the IASP has launched a campaign to create hope through action. In the U.S., the 3-digit suicide prevention hotline 988 is celebrating its 2nd anniversary. And you can dial or text 988 at any time to reach the National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Now, the Walla Walla County Department of Community Health and Reach Out Walla Walla will be holding the annual Reach Out Suicide Prevention Walk today. It's taking place from 4 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. at 99 South 1st Avenue. And these organizations will also be offering suicide prevention training on Tuesday, September 17th and Wednesday, September 25th. And these training sessions will be at the Walla Walla Public Library from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Now, whether you're an Apple iPhone user or not, it's always exciting to see what new features the new iPhone will have. Up next, we take a look at the specs of the upcoming iPhone 16, and that's coming up in your consumer news. Keep it.
Hit by a big truck? It could be from bad air hoses in the brake system. I'm attorney Mariana Morales, and at my law firm, we have a special team that knows how trucks work and what goes wrong. We know how to prove it was a truck's fault. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the experience and knowledge it takes to get you paid everything you deserve. Hit by a big truck? Our team knows truck wrecks and how to win for you. I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
Save with Bi-Mart's latest digital savings guide on Bi-Mart.com or pick up a copy in-store. Save on Sriracha hot chili sauce, hot priced at 2 for $5. Get organized and save with Sterilite 18-gallon totes, now just $4.99. All ball, pint, and quart-sized canning jars are 50% off. Plus, save on Clorox disinfectant wipes. Hot priced now at 4 to-go packs for just $1. Online or in-store, membership saves you more at employee-owned Bi-Mart.
Oh, another morning to savor the crunchy nooks and cranny splendor of a Thomas's English muffin.
Tom, which is a nook and which is a cranny?
That's a nook, cranny, 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 nook, cranny. I mean, they should be teaching you this in school. Huzzah! A toast to breakfast.
Whether your way home is a loud symphony of chaos, a museum of messes, or somehow there just isn't enough time no matter how early you leave.
So, what do you think? I wouldn't have it any other way.
We're here to help you find the vehicle that's perfect for you.
Find your way home in a Subaru certified pre-owned vehicle from McCurley Subaru.
Sometimes life is a funny way of turning sideways, like when your kid decides they're a professional stylist the morning of picture day, or when your to-do list isn't quite done.
You went to Rite Aid, right?
Or when you're sure you packed everything you need, but you actually need one more thing.
We forgot our prescriptions.
We
got you. Are we happy?
We are happy. Find everything you need?
Yep. Yeah, life never really goes the way you plan, but that's why we're here. It means more at Rite Aid.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Every locally broadcast game, the Seattle Kraken, all season long on Apple Valley News Now. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Right now you're taking a live look at Kennewick. This view coming courtesy of Health First. This camera atop our studios here in Kennewick. Not seeing much out there for this morning as we just don't have much daylight obviously yet. Temperatures this morning in the 50s and 60s. A little bit later today, they're going to end up in the mid to upper 80s. So we'll be about 5 degrees above average for this time of the year. We'll have a good mixture of sun and clouds. Also, the winds will gust between 20 to 25 miles per hour for the Kittitas Valley, for the Lower Columbia Basin, and for the foothills of the Blue Mountains. Now, for tonight, overnight lows dropping down into the 50s and 60s. Breezes still holding on in the Kittitas Valley. They could gust upwards of 25 miles per hour. You see some of these rain icons here in the Cascades, also for the foothills of the Blues, and that is indicative of this next storm system arriving. So we're going to show you that with Futurecast. This is lunchtime today. We put this in motion, and you see into the late evening, this is when we could see some showers in the foothills, also up in the Cascades. And this is just one model interpretation. Keep this in mind. The consensus of models is saying that for Kittitas and Yakima counties, the best time frame, the best coverage of showers and thunderstorms is going to be from 5 a.m. on Wednesday to 5 p.m. on Wednesday. Now for the Lower Columbia Basin, that's going to be from 5 a.m. on Wednesday to 5 a.m. on Thursday. And then for the foothills of the Blues, it would be 11 p.m. tonight to 5 p.m. on Thursday. So a couple different areas, a couple different time frames to watch for. And again, overall, I think Wednesday is going to be the most active day. Could have some of that lingering into Thursday, and then we'll track some more small shower chances into the weekend, maybe surging up into Monday. But I'll tell you what's going down, and that would be our temperatures, finally feeling pretty fall-like by Wednesday. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Cooler with decent shower and storm chances on Wednesday, lingering showers possible on Thursday morning. For Yakima, thunderstorm chances going up for Wednesday, a nice stretch of dry and fall-like weather from Thursday into the weekend. For Ellensburg, about a 50-50 shot of thunderstorms on Wednesday, but a beautiful, sunny, cooler, and windy day in the wake of that on Thursday. Then for Hermiston, feeling fall-like with decent shower and thunderstorm chances for Wednesday, much drier by Thursday and keeping it dry through the weekend. And then for Walla Walla, a much better chance for wet weather on Wednesday as opposed to Thursday, keeping it dry for Friday and Saturday. Small shower chances return by Sunday.
Thank you, Josh. In consumer news, your smart devices are getting even smarter as tech companies are rolling out new phones with artificial intelligence brain power. And yesterday, it was Apple's turn with the new iPhone 16. Zach Fuentes has a look at the new features.
Introducing the iPhone 16. It's Apple's first iPhone built specifically for generative artificial intelligence, or as the tech giant calls it, Apple Intelligence.
Apple Intelligence is going to transform so much of what you do with iPhone.
There's a lineup of 4 iPhone 16 models, phones capable of handling a more advanced version of Siri.
Siri will follow along if you stumble over your words.
Hey Siri, who is the architect behind the Museum of... Wait, no, not the museum. The Palace of Fine Arts.
Bernard Maybeck designed the Palace of Fine Arts.
They'll also feature things like a customizable action button that will replace the mute button, letting phone owners do things like translate a phrase or turn on a flashlight. They'll be equipped with a physical button that opens the camera.
The camera control elegantly blends hardware and software. When you click, it launches the camera.
Some of the features shown at Monday's event were previewed at Apple's Worldwide Developers Conference in June, and the stakes for Apple have been high, with the company coming into the AI game later than others. Many have looked to Apple's jump into AI as an opportunity for it to improve iPhone sales. Many of the Apple AI functions announced will be part of the newest update to iOS 18. The new smartphones will be in store September 20th. Tech expert Mark Vina said Monday's announcements could take some time to really motivate the average person to go out and buy the latest model.
I think it's going to require some type of killer application that may not even be available yet, or something that, hey, I have this phone, I have this capability, and I can do something on it that I can't do on previous models.
Apple also announced new models of its Apple Watch and AirPods, each boasting capabilities that can help improve health and fitness. The newest iPhones coming to stores later this month will cost between $800 to $1,200. In Silicon Valley, Zach Fuentes, ABC 7 News.
Up next on Good Morning Northwest, Selena Gomez is opening up on what her fertility journey could look like. We have what she revealed yesterday. That and more is coming up in your entertainment headlines.
Is that house-made guac going on a Carl's Jr. burger? Smooth, zesty, charbroiled, beefy, melty pepper jack, cheesy, saucy temptation, crisp bacon too. I give. Give in to the guac bacon burger, only at Carl's Jr. Made burger.
Good burger. It's time once again for the Walla Walla Valley Quilt Festival. 2 big days, September 13th and 14th at the Walla Walla Fairgrounds. This year's theme is 2 crayons. Quilters choose 2 colors randomly and then add a third to create amazing fabric works of art. Check out hourly demos, shop the vendors, and have a great time. Enjoy both big days for just $8. Meet featured quilter Robin Long of Robin Ruth Design and local featured quilter Julianne Gunningham. Mark your calendar now, September 13th and 14th, the Walla Walla Valley Quilt Festival.
With Chevy trucks, be ready for adventure. With power you can count on. Capability that doesn't compromise. A hard-working EV with more range than any competitor and the potential to take you anywhere. It's Chevy truck season. Get 1.9% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. See your community Chevy dealers.
At Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds, we are having our summertime sales event. Discover our wide variety of buildings, including custom-build options to fit your unique needs. From now until the end of the month, get 20% off all our in-stock inventory. That's right. We offer free and fast delivery, and we're committed to unbeatable quality and service. Come visit Columbia Basin Building and Sheds in West Richland and Sunnyside for the best deals of the season.
Looking for a new appliance but don't want to wait weeks for delivery? At Fred's Appliance, our Get It Today inventory makes sure you don't have to. Thanks to our fully stocked warehouses, we have a vast selection of appliances ready for you right now. From refrigerators to washing machines, ovens to dryers, you name it, we have it ready to go. No more waiting, no more delays. Just the appliance you need when you need it. Fred's Appliance. If we advertise it, we've got it. Visit any of our showrooms and get your new appliance today.
Is that house-made guac going on a Carl's Jr. burger? Smooth, zesty, charbroiled, beefy, melty pepper jack, cheesy, saucy temptation, crisp bacon too. I give. Give in to the guac bacon burger, only at Carl's Jr. Made burger.
Good burger. A portion of the news is sponsored by Kubota.
If you only knew the power of the dark side. This is CNN.
You just heard it there. Rest in peace to the iconic James Earl Jones, who you can't think of without hearing his voice in your head.
You really can't. That remarkable voice is just one of many things the world will miss about the beloved actor who died yesterday, according to his agent.
Jones was 93. His voice brought power to all his stage and movie roles, most notably as Darth Vader in Star Wars, Mufasa in The Lion King, and also as the voice of CNN.
His agent says Jones was with family when he died, and there's no cause of death that's been shared.
I really remember him from Mufasa. What is your favorite role?
It's the second time I've talked about it at this desk, but in Sandlot, when he gets the baseball, he's supposed to be the mean old man with the guard dog.
I forgot about that. Now I'm sad.
I mean, yeah, definitely iconic roles in Star Wars and in Lion King. He was also in Coming to America, so that's fun.
Clear and Present Danger is really good in that one.
But yes, such a great voice. It gives me chills hearing it.
Yeah. Rest in peace. Well, we have more entertainment news now. The Country Music Association announced the nominees for the 58th annual CMA Awards yesterday, and there's one artist leading the nominees, but also one notable absence.
Morgan Wallen has the most nods with 7, followed by Cody Johnson and Chris Stapleton with 5 nominations, and Post Malone and Lainey Wilson with 4 each.
Louis Bell, Luke Combs, Charlie Handsome, Hoskins, Jelly Roll, Megan Maroney, and Casey Musgraves each secured 3 nominations.
Missing from the list was Beyonce, who made history earlier this year by becoming the first Black woman to come in at #1 on the top country albums chart with her Act 2 Cowboy Carter.
The 58th annual CMA Awards will air on November 20th on ABC.
And Selena Gomez is speaking candidly about what her path to parenthood may look like.
The actress and singer has previously been open about both her mental and physical health struggles.
Yeah, she's now revealing that she cannot carry her own children, saying, quote, "I have a lot of medical issues that would put my life and the babies in jeopardy. That was something I had to grieve for a while."
She says surrogacy and adoption are huge possibilities for her, and she acknowledged how much she considers it a blessing that there are wonderful people willing to do both.
She also says it doesn't matter how it happens because the baby will be hers.
Gomez revealed in 2015 that she was diagnosed with lupus, a chronic autoimmune disease that can cause inflammation and pain in any part of your body, also causing the body to attack healthy tissue. That's according to the Lupus Foundation of America.
In 2017, she shared the condition led to her undergoing a kidney transplant, which was donated by her friend, actress Francia Raisa. And in 2020, she also shared that she was also diagnosed as bipolar.
Gomez chronicled her health struggles in her 2022 documentary, My Mind and Me. Up next on Good Morning Northwest at 5:30, the Children's Village in Yakima helps thousands of children with special needs every year, and it's now bringing back a popular service. Emily Goodell with that report in just a few minutes.
Plus, the presidential debate is tonight. We have what you should be looking out for during the debate, also details on how this debate can shape an election. It's all in the next half hour, but first, here are your Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, Apple unveils its latest devices at the Glow Time event. Leading the lineup is the new iPhone 16 series, including the iPhone 16 Pro. The phones feature Apple Intelligence to sort messages, suggest writing, and boost Siri. Prices start at $800. Apple also announced new features for the AirPods Pro 2, including a clinical-grade hearing aid for mild to moderate loss, which is pending FDA approval. The updates include a 5-minute hearing test and always-on noise protection. The AirPods Pro 2 will cost $249. Finally, Apple introduced the Watch Series 10 with sleep apnea detection. The watch uses motion tracking to spot breathing issues while you sleep. The feature is expected to be available later this month in over 150 countries. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
Rinse it out. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of the stinks that just will never come out. Going down in a rinse straight. Every now and then I rinse it out.
Downy Rinse and Refresh is formulated to remove odor better than detergent alone, with no rewashing.
One wash, it smells so clean. Downy Rinse and Refresh, it's a dream.
Downy Rinse and Refresh fights odor in just one wash, guaranteed.
Toss your basic toothbrush and try Philips Sonicare. Philips Sonicare removes up to 20 times more plaque along the gum line versus a manual toothbrush. Make the Sonicare switch today.
I'm obsessed with Olay's Retinol Body Wash.
With Olay Retinol Body Wash, 95% of women had visibly renewed skin.
Makes my skin feel so smooth and moisturized.
Olay Body Wash and Lotion. Discover yours.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica DeLal.
I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
All right, yesterday, Josh, you told us that we'd have to endure one more day of the heat.
Yes.
So, cooler weather on the way today?
It's going to be slightly cooler.
Okay.
I said today is going to be the transitional day, and
Got
then
it.
Wednesday is going to be.
I was about to start singing This Is Halloween.
Not yet.
Oh, wait.
This is September 10th.
Okay, all right.
Not as catchy. Yeah. All right. Right now you're taking a live look at Yakima. This view coming courtesy of Weimar. Still definitely a little bit of light haze out there for this morning, but the air quality is much improved as opposed to what we saw over the weekend. It was very hazy, especially on Sunday. Right now, temperatures are in the 50s and 60s, 58 for the Tri-Cities, 55 for Sunnyside, 63 for Ellensburg. So I think all of us need some sort of a light jacket for this morning. It will be t-shirt weather a little bit later today. And even though it's a transitional day, it's still going to be very warm out there. We'll be about 5 degrees above average for this time of the year. So we'll end up being in the mid to upper 80s. There will be a decent mixture of sun and clouds today. And the clouds are really going to overtake the sunshine as we head into the late afternoon to early evening. And that's going to continue into the late evening, and eventually we do get some shower chances, and those will really ramp up as we head into Wednesday. So I'll show you those chances. I'll break it down by forecast zone. Also, I'll time it all out. That's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Children's Village serves thousands of children with special needs and their families every year, allowing them access to specialized services without traveling out of the county.
Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us they're now bringing back a service that's been on pause for years.
Children's Village opened its therapeutic pool back in 1997, but had to close down during COVID. Now, after renovations and repairs, it's finally back open. The reopening especially exciting for Jenna Vogel, whose son Jonah has been with the village since he was 5 months old.
Almost 5 years. Yeah, it's been a very long haul for us, and we have received services for absolutely everything for Jonah.
Who loves to play in the water.
Honestly, being in the water is like therapy for him. It's his favorite thing ever. So yeah, we're very, very excited. It just means so much that we can really help him grow and develop and improve in the pool where he is the safest place ever.
Because safety is at the top of their list.
With his autism, that's one of our big concerns is water. So anything we can do that's safe in the water for him, that will help him feel safe and make sure that we feel safe with him, is huge.
The therapeutic pool, a free resource for children receiving services at the village, paid for through the Memorial Foundation's Youth Works Council, which chooses every year to allocate funds raised by local high schoolers to the Youth Works pageants for Children's Miracle Network to keep the pool accessible to all of the children at the village. Children's Village is also in the middle of an expansion that will allow them to serve more children in need. Reporting from the Yakima newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Turning to political news now, we're just hours away from the high-stakes presidential debate between Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump.
Michael Yoshida has more on what we should be looking for during the debate and also how it can shape an election.
Debates and their memorable moments historically are critical to candidates' successes and failures.
The 1980s are now calling to ask for their foreign policy back.
President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump's matchup changed the 2024 race entirely.
If we finally beat Medicare.
Now, Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump are facing off for the first time.
For the typical viewer who's watching this with some degree of how am I going to vote and I'm trying to inform myself, Whereas Kamala Harris coming from on policy and personality, whereas Donald Trump coming from on policy and credibility.
Frank Cesno of George Washington University says even though theatrics often replace substance, when watching any political debate, voters should
listen closely to what these candidates say about the particulars of policy, how they would pay for them, what the implications are, how far they would reach, how they would implement them.
And note how the candidates respond to each other.
The interaction between the two of them will be very important. One, for how they define themselves and they try to define the other. Two, how they deal with a difficult situation.
The debate should last around 90 minutes, which may seem like a big commitment, but Cesno says it's an investment every voter should make.
Who of these two candidates is saying something that will address the issues and the problems that I and my family are confronting? And who seems most credible and most relatable on that level?
Also coming up tonight, Apple Valley News Now will bring you an in-depth local look at the November general election. It's a special that you'll see right after the presidential debate, which airs exclusively right here on ABC.
One of the big races we've been following is for Congress in District 4. Our Austin Reed has spent a lot of time interviewing the candidates, and yesterday he spoke with Jared Sussler. Here's a preview of what you'll hear from him.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I feel very confident. I feel like we've got an excellent path in front of us, very wide path in order to win this election. And you know, anybody that's supporting President Trump here, you know, it's unlikely that President Trump's going to get the electoral votes here in Washington, unfortunately. But if you want to support President Trump, he's endorsed me. Vote for me, support me, get involved in my team. And you know, we're just very excited. We have a massive grassroots movement.
And we won't just be focusing on this race, so again, be sure to tune into our special Apple Valley News Now election show. That's tonight after the presidential debate.
People traveling back to the Tri-Cities airport from Southern California can soon check a case of wine for free.
Avelo Airlines is announcing the expansion of its Wine Travels Free program to the entire western United States.
Avelo Airlines is rolling out the expansion on September 16th. Customers who are legal drinking age can transport one case of wine per person at no additional cost.
Now, the bottles must be properly packed so they don't break, and they should be checked in at the airport ticket counter. Currently, Avelo has a once-a-week flight between Pasco and Los Angeles.
Coming up, the police officer body cam footage on the detainment of NFL star Tyreek Hill has been released. We have the footage and the new developments.
That's up next, but first, Josh will have what you can expect in your weather forecast. Stay with us.
Your voice, your vote, tonight after the debate on Apple Valley News Now.
There was a time when you could get a complete meal for just $5, but you gotta go way back. Well, just a Tuesday. Yes, Tuesdays at A&W, single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. This all-time great deal is available Tuesdays only at A&W.
Phones were made to help us connect, yet somehow they've made us less connected. Which is ironic. Don't you think? We try to put our phones down, but we need to pick them up to see the menu. We can't watch something without also watching something else. Ironic. But look, here's a phone company who wants you to use your phone less.
That's ironic.
Yeah, but in a good way. Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Traffic jam. Ugh, and I'm already late.
Pro-level performance at work and at home. Right now, buy 2 AP300S batteries and get a third AP300S for free. And get a free battery when you buy a BGA 86 battery handheld blower set, a $300 value. Real steel. Find yours.
Deer Unleashed. No one knows the feeling of freedom quite the way you do. But damned if we don't come really, really close. Let's break the chain. Yours, Tundra.
Right now, you can lease a new 2024 Tundra for just $499 per month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Driving safely is all about the little things. Like giving folks a break, even at unmarked crosswalks. making plenty of space for people riding, and choosing to wait for the next green light by slowing down and stopping on yellow. Because when you're the biggest and the fastest, you've got to be the safest, too. Together, we get there.
KFC's fan favorite country fried steak is just $5.99 every Wednesday. It's a complete meal with your favorite sides. Best of all, it's just $5.99. Country fried steak, $5.99, Wednesdays only at KFC.
You know who I am, ain't had to say my name. Stick it up like stitches, but this money ain't star. I get money, I'm a star. I get money, I'm a star.
Dancing with the Stars premieres live September 17th.
My name's Morgan Guillory. I'm a single mom with an IQ north of 160. Helping the cops solve a murder is literally the easiest part of my day.
I see you brought your child with you to a crime scene.
Got a dead body, gotta go.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Okay, so since we do have a couple active fires still burning within the region, I wanted to talk about today's vegetation dryness. We're still going to be up into the 88th percentile in Kittitas and Yakima counties. And remember, the 100th percentile would be the driest vegetation on record. So 88th percentile still dry. It's going to be breezy in the Kittitas Valley, so we'll see how the Squaw Creek fire responds to that. Also in the lower Columbia Basin, it's going to be dry as well up into the 78th percentile, and it's going to be breezy. And then in the Blue Mountains, we'll be up into the 88th percentile, but no breezes. So that's good news, and we didn't really see a whole lot of holdover fires from the lightning that we got on Sunday. So that is also some pretty good news. Okay, and then our vegetation dryness is going to go down with temperatures going down into Wednesday and beyond. Also rain chances going up. Now it's sort of a hodgepodge of timing and chances here. So first we'll talk about the timing. We'll talk about the when of it. So for the Kittitas Valley, for the Yakima Valley, it's going to be 5 a.m. on Wednesday to 5 p.m. on Wednesday, and then for the Tri-Cities it would be 5 a.m. on Wednesday to 5 a.m. on Thursday. The same thing with Hermiston, and then for the foothills a wider range, 11 p.m. on Tuesday to 5 p.m. on Thursday. So you can see a bunch of different time frames that we're going to be tracking, but the chances are going to be pretty consistent, spanning anywhere from 40 to 70%. So fingers crossed that more of us get rainfall as opposed to not getting rainfall. And again, I'll show you how temperatures end up responding to all this, and I'll show you future casts once again for good measure. That's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. In developing news, Miami-Dade police have released body cam footage of Miami Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill's detainment from Sunday.
Hill was driving near the stadium ahead of the Dolphins' season opener against the Jacksonville Jaguars when he was pulled over.
A police officer approaches Hill's car and knocks on the window. The officer tells him to keep his window down.
Hill told the officer, quote, "Give me my ticket, bro, so I can go. I'm going to be late. Do what you gotta do," end quote, before rolling up the window. Now we're about to show you the moment Hill gets pulled out of the car.
Keep your window down. Keep your window down. I'm gonna get you out of the car. As a matter of fact, get out of the car. Give me that. Get out of the car. Give me that. We'll break that freaking window. Get out of the car. Get out of the car right now. We're not playing this game. Get out. 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 What part of law don't you understand? Hey, Drew, I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting arrested. I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting out, bro. God damn, twin. When we tell you to do something, you do it. You understand? I'm getting out. You understand? Not when you want, but when we tell you. I'm getting out. You're a little confused. I'm getting out, bro. Too late. Too late. All right, bro. Take me to jail, bro. Do what you gotta do, bro. We are. We will. Good, bro.
Hill's agent Drew Rosenau said that the player received 2 moving violations. Hill said yesterday he's still shell-shocked from the whole ordeal.
Miami-Dade police say one of the officers involved in the incident has been reassigned to administrative duties while an internal investigation is conducted.
Up next on Good Morning Northwest, a Virginia custodian is now the proud owner of a Jeep Wrangler thanks to a group of students. We have the heartwarming story coming up in your morning sprint.
But first, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert will have your full weather forecast. Keep it here. We'll be right back.
The Labor Day sale at Furniture Row has been extended, and And that means the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or get 60 months no interest financing. But don't wait. The extended Labor Day sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, West Richland, Hermiston, Road 68 in Pasco, and at the new location on West Court Street in Pasco. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. at all 6 locations. Get the lowest prices on the largest selection of vape mods, classic to tropical vape flavors, batteries, cigars, tobacco products, kratom, and specialty products too. Don't waste time in other places. Go to Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
If you're hurt at work, your life can go into a downward spiral.
You're injured. You can't work. Your bills are piling up.
But winning workers' comp benefits isn't easy.
You're the underdog.
We'll fight labor and industries to get you the workers' compensation benefits you deserve.
If you were hurt at work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411 for a free consultation. Bothwell and Hamill.
Dear 2031, we look forward to seeing you. After our 160-point quality assurance inspection, we'll be Toyota certified used vehicles with 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranties. Not to honk our own horns, but the best new cars make the best used cars. Yours, Toyota.
Get 5.75% APR for up to 60 months on many of your favorite Toyota certified used models. Find yours at toyotacertified.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Exmark Mowers. Signature cut quality, legendary dependability, and an operator experience unlike any other. Because if something's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Save big on Radius Mowers. Take advantage of instant rebates or attractive financing going on now.
Experience an Exmark Vertex today at Liberty Lawn and Saw in West Richland.
It's the extended Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out the Summit, just $299.99. Or get 60 months no interest and free shipping. The extended Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
Apple Valley News Now, the official television home of the Seattle Kraken. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Right now you're taking a live look at the Columbia River, at least some of it, some lights glistening off of it for this morning. This view coming courtesy of the Legends Casino and Hotel. A little bit later today it's going to be cooler as opposed to yesterday, but we'll still be about 5 degrees above average, so we'll be in the mid to upper 80s. We'll have a mixture of sun and clouds, and also there will be some breezes out there gusting between 20 to 25 miles per hour for the Kittitas Valley, for the lower Columbia Basin, and for the foothills of the Blues. Now for tonight, the winds are going to calm down for the most part, although they could continue gusting upwards of 25 miles per hour for the Kittitas Valley. Other than that, overnight lows dropping down into the 50s and 60s, and you notice some of these shower icons here on the map, and that is indicative of this storm system moving in. So we'll go ahead and talk about that. This is 11 p.m. tonight. You can see showers starting to line up along the foothills of the Blue Mountains, also arriving from the west, impacting the Cascades. And we'll continue putting this into motion. By 5 in the morning, that's when we could start to see some real impacts in the Yakima Valley, the Kittitas Valley, also for the lower Columbia Basin. This will continue throughout the rest of the day, but I'm thinking that around 5 p.m. most of us will start to dry out, except for in the foothills of the Blues and for the Blue Mountains proper. That's where we could continue to have showers even lingering well into the day on Thursday. So Wednesday is definitely going to be more active if you have to split the differences between Wednesday and Thursday, but some showers possibly lingering into Thursday, especially in the foothills. They'll have some small shower chances for Saturday and Sunday, but this weekend certainly not looking like a washout, but it is looking like a fallout, as we'll have temperatures that'll feel pretty fall-like. At least it's going to feel like early fall out there. So here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Cooler with decent shower and thunderstorm chances on Wednesday. Lingering showers possible on Thursday morning. For Yakima, thunderstorm chances going up for Wednesday, and then a nice stretch of dry and fall-like weather from Thursday to the weekend. For Ellensburg, about a 50-50 shot of thunderstorms on Wednesday, but then a beautiful, sunny, cooler, and windy day in the wake of all that for Thursday. For Hermiston, feeling fall-like with decent shower and thunderstorm chances for Wednesday, much drier by Thursday and keeping it dry through the weekend. Then for Walla Walla, a much better chance for wet weather on Wednesday as opposed to Thursday, but keeping it dry for Friday and Saturday, maybe some small shower chances returning by Sunday.